The global economy relies on a handful of narrow, highly fragile geographic bottlenecks. When these trade choke points fail, the impact is felt across every supply chain. We are seeing this play out in the April 2026 US-Iran war. The standoff has caused total gridlock in the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most critical shipping lanes. Diplomatically, there is a pause. President Trump indefinitely extended a ceasefire at Pakistan's request, but that hasn't stopped the actual military aggression on the water. The blockade works on two fronts. The U.S. is shutting down Iranian ports, while Iran's Revolutionary Guard is firing on and seizing commercial vessels like the MSC Francesca. Control over these physical bottlenecks creates a shockwave that bypasses the negotiating table and hits global civilian infrastructure in hours. The fallout is immediate. Germany's Lufthansa was forced to cancel 20,000 flights this month because the war in Iran has constrained the global supply of jet fuel. With energy flows gridlocked, oil prices are approaching $100 a barrel, a surge that threatens the stability of tech stocks and consumer markets alike. But the surface of the water only shows half of the crisis. To see the real danger, we have to look toward the sea floor. The most vulnerable target in the Strait of Hormuz isn't the ships passing through it, but the high-value infrastructure buried directly beneath them. Geopolitical battles traditionally focus on visible trade routes, but the modern frontline is moving to a much deeper, more technical layer of the map. Iranian state media recently identified a specific point of failure for the region: the underwater communications cables running beneath the strait. These cables act as the physical backbone for the regional economy. They handle data transfers, retail transactions, and cloud services that keep Gulf countries connected. It's severed. A physical attack effectively causes a total digital blackout, cutting off an entire region from the global network. This strategy proves that in modern warfare, the primary objective is no longer just holding territory. It is the destruction of an adversary's digital capacity. But what if you don't need to physically cut a cable to achieve that same blackout? This is why Anthropic's Mythos AI is so controversial. The company refused to release the preview to the public because testing showed it was too dangerous to deploy safely. Mythos can autonomously identify zero-day vulnerabilities, software flaws that are unknown to the system's own developers. Previously, developing an exploit required specialized human teams working for months. Now an AI can identify and weaponize these flaws in hours. This automation allows less technical actors to launch sophisticated attacks at a frequency that human defenses were never designed to handle. If these capabilities are harnessed by hostile states, the scale of potential cyber attacks against infrastructure becomes effectively limitless. This forces a shift in cybersecurity, from defending fixed perimeters to managing dynamic, intelligent systems that evolve faster than we can track them. We are already seeing the market impact, with major tech stocks fluctuating as investors realize how vulnerable the digital economy has become. The traditional patch cycle is breaking down. When AI identifies thousands of vulnerabilities at once, organizations cannot fix them fast enough to prevent exploitation. Human defense teams simply cannot deploy patches or respond to incidents at AI speed. Because our response times are measured in days, while AI attacks happen in minutes, legacy security systems are becoming obsolete. There is a growing gap between the slow, grinding pace of physical standoffs and the instantaneous nature of cyber warfare. Anthropic's decision to withhold Mythos suggests that AI capability is reaching a threshold where the builders themselves are no longer confident they can safely govern the results. Security has become the primary gatekeeper for frontier technology, overriding commercial interests and corporate profit. The collision of physical geographic blockades and autonomous digital exploits shows that the front lines of the future are no longer just on the water. They are in the code itself.